This is Sarah Lewis with the weekly update where we take a look at the week's biggest headlines. Today on Season 1, Episode 5, I will be discussing the recent scandal involving Local 4 reporter Lauren Podell resigning after a recent use of the N-word off the air. Local 4 WDIV reporter Lauren Podell has resigned after allegedly using a racial slur towards African Americans in a conversation with a coworker. Podell allegedly was reluctant to cover stories about African Americans involved in crime incidents. She allegedly said that she was tired of covering stories about these N-words killing each other. According to the Detroit Free Press, Podell's resignation was confirmed in an email sent by WDIV Vice President Marla Drutz on Wednesday. Reverend W.J. Rideout of All God's People's Church in Detroit demanded an apology to Detroiters from WDIV. Reverend Rideout led a protest outside of WDIV on West Lafayette in downtown Detroit, which included former Chief of Staff to former Detroit City Councilman Monica Conyers, Sam Riddle. Betty Beasley, a resident of Southfield, Michigan, the Detroit metro area, recently weighed in on her thoughts on the scandal. Beasley feels that if she was uncomfortable with her job, she should have not taken the job in the first place.
People think they can say anything that comes up to their thinking in their mind, whether it's nasty, racial, or whatever. So why didn't she just quit her job and go somewhere else?
Well, I don't know. You know, it would seem as if she should have done that because she's working in a city that's, predominantly African American. And, most of the stories that are covered on Local 4 are situations that impact the people that live in that city. So I just wonder, why would she work at a place to where she's going to cover these people?
She should have quit and moved on somewhere where, she wouldn't have that kind of thing to report on. I mean, that's simple. Change your job. Let me get off here for a while because I'm going to fix me some food. It's simple for her to change her job. She didn't even have to say that to anybody.
So you think she did the right thing by resigning her spot?
Yeah, right. Can't nobody keep you on a job if you don't want to stay. She didn't have to say that.
Because apparently she didn't want to work the job if she was saying something that was so racist like that.
Exactly. But that's the kind of thing that Trump has brought out of people. They don't care now about how they offend other people and things of that nature. But
would this happen back in March?
Back in March?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
March of 26. Well, I guess, Donald Trump has already announced his presidential run by then, and I'm sure he was saying some things back then, right?
Right, exactly. And, the thing of it about it, if she feels that way, she should move to another job anyway. I don't know who she said that to, but go on somewhere and get your job where you can report on the kind of people you want to report on. Yeah, it's a lot of crime in Detroit, and it's a lot of people, doing the wrong thing. The other day, some black man, hijacked a pregnant white woman and took the car. It's bad. So she don't want to report on that kind of stuff. She should go. Ain't nobody trying to keep her.
Well,
I understand. They feel that now that he's running for president, is going to be the president, you don't have to watch your song. You say what you feel. And that's the way she felt. Let her go on.
Well, you know those journalism jobs, they pay a lot of money. You know, the broadcast journalism, they pay a lot more than the print journalism. So she was probably thinking about that, and then, she didn't think anybody was listening.
If you have a job like that, you're making good money, but you're not satisfied with the race of people that you're having to report on, what should you do? What should you do? Money is not the concern. You're unhappy, and so now did they let her quit or did they fire her?
No, she resigned.
She did resign.
Mm-hmm.
After it was told that she said that.
Right.
Okay. Well, she should have just went ahead and resigned before. Don't you think so, honey?
Of course.
Yeah.
Beasley also feels that the recent election of Donald Trump has probably encouraged her to speak so frankly.
Person, and she has to go out and take information. Maybe she just truly felt that way, and she should not have that job. He should have resigned before even saying it. But see, now they think they can say anything. It's just bad news. Trump said it. Well, he did say that the neighborhoods, the inner city was. Well, he said blacks live in the inner city, and it's a lot of crime, or something like that, he said.
Right, and he said blacks as if it's all blacks, and it's not all black people that live in the inner city. So I don't understand why he would even say something like that. It shows that he doesn't do his research, then he's too prejudiced to even do it anyway.
Yeah, he said that. He said all of them live in the inner city and high crime, poor neighborhoods. Yeah, he said it. And that's the kind of thing that probably got her to thinking, well, I don't want this job. So let her get hired by some of these. I don't know where she's going because it's crime at all of them.
So, in my opinion, this is a situation that should have been handled months ago. In any form of journalism, whether it's broadcast or print, the reporter is the face of the news organization. It doesn't matter if the comments were said off the air, it was inappropriate. Local 4 News is a news station which covers the city of Detroit and the Detroit metro area. If you look at the city of Detroit alone, it is a predominantly African-American city. So if she had a problem covering stories which involve that race of people, she shouldn't work at that station. She should work at a station that covers a different area. Either way it goes, there is going to be crime in every city. She cannot escape covering crime, so she might as well just think about that. People of all races commit crime, not just African Americans. It would have made more sense for her to resign her position back in March. This is not the kind of image that the news stations want. They want people to trust that the news is going to give them fair and accurate information, but also not to be judgmental of the people who need it. So please tune in next time to the weekly update, where we will talk about the recent situation where Congressman John Conyers' son was recently missing.